Hey everybody, it's Alex, the Gen X Bachelor. I just want to tell you guys a story about when I really started to think about what am I really doing with my life. Not in the sense of what I do for a living, my career, or anything like that. It's when I started to think about how many good years do I have left and what am I going to do with it. So it was during the pandemic. So before that, I was, living in Southern California, and I lived a pretty good life. I mean, I had a little house. I rented a room out, and pretty normal life. And during the pandemic, I started to think about, I guess, my mortality a little bit more. And I thought, well, I'm in my late 40s, and what do I want to do? What do I want to do with the rest of my life? And how many good years do I have left? I mean, maybe I live to 80, I don't know, or more, or less. But out of those years, how many healthy years, at least healthy enough to where, I can do things and really enjoy life still? How many of those years do I have left? I don't know. But I figured, well, I think I'm at the age where I probably really start, I really need to start thinking about what I want to do with what I've got left. And so I called, well, first of all, I was thinking, so then what am I still doing here? I had always wanted to live near the beach. And in Southern California, on my budget, that was not going to be possible. So I ended up calling a friend, and 6 months earlier, she had moved to a coastal town in Mexico. And I called her up and I asked her, I said, so how do you like it out there? Well, what's your opinion? She goes, man, you need to come out here. You need to check this out. She goes, I think you're going to like it. She goes, it's great. So I said, I'm there. I'll be there next weekend. And I went. Spent a few days out there. And I came back home and I put my house up for sale. That's another benefit of being single, no kids, is that you can make decisions quick and you've got nobody to tell you anything. Anyways, so I put my house up for sale, and I gotta pass this car real quick. So it didn't take very long to sell. As you guys know, it was crazy during the pandemic. The property, the prices shot up. People were buying properties like crazy. That was another thing too. I was thinking about, man, I've got an opportunity to do something, because I had bought that house, during the real estate crash, and got a good deal on it. And then, during the pandemic, it all went up. It shot up. So sold my house, and then I went shopping. I went to that coastal city in Mexico and started shopping for my dream. I always wanted that, that luxury condo with amenities, being beachfront, the ultimate bachelor pad. I don't know, maybe I got that from watching 2.5 Men or something, but I knew Malibu wasn't going to happen. But anyways, so it was then that I really started to think about those things, about, what do I want to do? So I got into better shape, and I started to travel more. I just basically started to do all those things that before I would make excuses where, oh, I don't have time. Well, I made time. To this day, I still do. Thank goodness, work has been really busy. I've got a small business, and I've been going to the office more than I have been, but recently been able to bring on some more people. So still being able to balance that out has been good. And yeah, I decided, I want to live by the beach. I want to travel, and I want to have more experiences that before I would always wish to have. And of course, date more women too. And yeah, so that's basically what I've been doing for the past 5.5 years or so. And yeah, since then, I've sold that property, the condo. I enjoyed it to the fullest, and I got some other property somewhere else in another coastal town, but I still live in that original one. So I'm kind of in between two places and between two beaches. And then I visit my family more. My dad, he lives in another part of Mexico, so I get to visit. I visit with him, and then my mom, and sister, niece and nephew. So those are things that are important to me. So I don't know, if you're in your 40s and 50s and you haven't really thought about that, I would say consider it. Take a really, deep dive. Do a what do you call it? A yellow pad weekend. I got that from this guy I used to listen to on the radio called Tom Likas, and he would go to a place. He would rent a hotel or motel, and in a city or in a place where there was no entertainment around, and disconnect the phone, turn off the TV, and just question his life, question beliefs, whether you still believe in certain things or not, what it is you really want out of life, and just question everything. And I did that actually right before I decided to move, or decided to to move. And although I rented a place for that yellow pad weekend near the beach, I just wanted to get the vibe, get the feel, and just see if that was really something I wanted. Spent a couple of days, and I took my yellow pad and just started writing things down. And so how many good years do you think you have left, and what do you want to do with them? Start doing it. All right, that's all I got.